Anger is only a feeling. As long as she's not making a decision based on that, let her be angry. Celebrate that. Darling, you deserve to be angry. Anger. I want to talk about anger separately from grief. You're not going to believe what I'm going to say to you. So you might want to just prepare yourself. You're going to hear something that may not make sense to you, but it's absolutely true. Anger is your friend. Anger means that your wife still cares about you. Anger means that she probably still loves you. She's just mad at what you've done to her life, your family, but anger means she still cares. And that means that anger's your friend. Anger is a sign of her love. When she's angry, just think, she loves me, and that's why she is angry. She's angry because of what you did. Now, again, she's a hero to feel rage and anger, okay, because of what has happened. Now, let me help you with a continuum to help you understand this love-anger thing, okay? On one side of the continuum is love. In the middle is anger, maybe hate. But on the end, the opposite end of love is indifference. Indifference is what you should fear. Anger, you should rejoice, okay? Hate is not the worst anger, okay? That means she still cares. She's just really angry. She might hate you for a moment, and that's just a feeling, so don't get over it and don't remind her that she said that to you. You probably deserve worse, okay? And you probably will hear worse, okay? But be happy that she is angry. In my experience of over 30 plus years, most angry women stay, okay? If she becomes really indifferent, which means that she doesn't care, I don't care what you do, I don't believe anything you say, I'm not really here, and she stays in that indifferent space, now you're in trouble. Because indifference is the opposite of love. Indifference is a disengagement, oftentimes to survive. Loving you hurts so much. And the indifference, and that can happen especially if you're relapsing again and again, if you're lying, if you refuse to take a polygraph test or anything like that can cause her to move towards indifference. You want to avoid anything that moves her towards indifference. Now, like I said, anger though, it's your friend. How you handle her anger is important. So I'm going to want you to memorize something. And I really mean this. And if you have the workbook, it's probably right there. I want you to memorize, I caused this pain for her to be angry. Let's say it together. I caused this pain for her to be angry. Next, she is angry because she loves me. And you really need to get that in your head, that she is angry because she loves you, okay? Love gets angry. You know, God is love and God gets angry sometimes, okay? So it's not separate from love. It's because of love. Next, memorize, anger is a part of healing. So when she's angry, that's actually part of the process of her healing. Okay, she's moving forward, getting insight, integrating, feeling feelings, and that's great. Next, anger is only a feeling. As long as she's not making a decision based on that, let her be angry. Celebrate that. Darling, you deserve to be angry. Yes, ma'am. Next, memorize, I accept her when she's angry. I mean, seriously, if you're early in recovery and your wife is in the anger stage, you can memorize these thoughts that can help you get through that. We talked about grief. Now, let me give you some sage advice, okay? I'm old enough now where I can say that, okay? There are ways that you can make her more mad. If you want an angry wife, let me tell you how you can take this woman who's been traumatized, who you shot with the Uzi, who's bleeding, who stands up, she's all bandaged up and she's trying to do dishes and raise her kids, how you can really tick her off. I think you should know this because you might be doing it by accident. Now, if you're anorexic, you might be doing it on purpose, okay? But generally, this is not a good idea. Here's how you tick her off. Talk about you. When she brings up her pain and her anger, honey, but I'm being good. I haven't done anything in 3 months. I haven't talked to her. I haven't looked at porn. Everything's blocked. I'm being a good boy. Now, you talk about you when she's angry, you're going to get more anger. Now, I'll talk to you how to do better in the future, okay? Next, defend yourself. I didn't look at her. I didn't do that. I don't know why you're being triggered, okay? Well, we're going to talk about triggers later, and you can help her with that. But don't defend yourself as a reaction. Honey, it's possible. I've hurt you hundreds of times. Next, tell her you're doing better. Sell her the future. I'm going to be great. I'm getting sober. I'm cleaner than I've ever been. I'm amazing. Do that and you will have one pissed off wife because you were not amazing. And you're not honoring the pain that she's in when you're celebrating how amazing you are. Now with your recovery guys, go be amazing. With her, be contrite, be humble. Walk through this process gingerly with her, okay? And all these things I just mentioned will exasperate the situation. She won't feel heard by you. She won't feel validated at all, okay? And it's huge. And here's the worst part of it. When you don't hear her anger, guess what happens? She gets more angry again because she wants to be heard. So make that a priority as we go through the tape. We'll give you some tools on that. Now, here are some really kind of 4 rules early in recovery that I want to share with you. Number 1, stay clean. Stay clean. Because if you're staying clean, you're building equity, you're building trust, and it can be measured eventually, and you're getting credit for at least starting to protect yourself, her, and the family. Number 2, be quiet. When she's angry, listen. Now, I don't mean just listen. We'll talk more about that later. But be quiet. Still yourself. Know that she loves you. Listen and be there. But don't offer a whole lot of advice. Just be quiet. Next, do not defend yourself. Don't do that. Lastly, validate her pain in the process. And we'll get more into that later. But these are really helpful when she's trying to heal and express her anger. You being there for her is really important. So now I strongly recommend if she's really struggling with anger, and it seems like it's going on for a long time, there's a DVD called Calming the Storm of Anger for her that she can watch. There's another DVD called Unstuck that can help her understand why she's stuck in the stage of anger. But these are things that she can watch and have me help her through that process. You know, when she's angry, you're not going to really be rescuing the day other than hearing her heart. And we're going to go through some of this later in the next segment called Understanding. And so I'll spend time on that. But I really want to encourage you guys, if you got an angry wife and you're early in recovery, be very, very grateful because it means she loves you and she's trying and she's in pain and she can't manage all the emotions she's having. The grief, the trauma, the pain physically, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, these are all real for her and they're all happening at the simultaneous time. So please, anger is your friend. Anger means she loves you. Do not be afraid of anger. Be afraid of indifference.